Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Adam Wolf from Gamers Platform, and today I've got some gameplay for you of Just Cause 4, another game I am extremely excited about. Already you can see the motion blur that's been implemented. It's pretty much standard compared to the last game. It's pretty much the same. There's some already some graphical glitches here. You can see it happening right here. I'm already nitpicking. I haven't even played the game yet. I am seeing that this is sub 1080p for sure. Probably downsampled to maybe 900p. Maybe some temporal anti-aliasing involved. I can't really tell. It looks a bit fuzzy for the moment. But anyway, we're going to be playing this game. I'm doing an old school style review where I'm just going to be going through the game and giving my thoughts immediately as we go along. So let's get to it. But this feels a lot more fluid, for sure. What's this? Is that something I can do something with, or... This gun looks sexy already. Alright, explosions. Alternative fire is R1. Fire weapon, yep. Tap, reload, yep, okay, I already know that much. What's the alternate fire on this? Oh! Nah. It's not me.
There's a console further up this structure. Not sure how you'll figure it out.
Oh, there's the jets. Who am I? Oh, nobody. Fire grenade is R1. Melee attack, yep. Deploy tether, hold, yep. Oh. Alright. I'm waiting for, like, big explosions to really see how this looks. The sensitivity of the camera or the joystick is probably something I can adjust in the options, but I'm not really worried about it. The gunplay definitely feels better. Definitely feels more like shooter gunplay for sure. Now, keep in mind, I didn't play the PS4 version of Just Cause 3 very long. I played and beat it on PC, but when I did play it on PS4, it crashed on me, and it was kind of a deal breaker. Yeah, this is more like a shooter. This is definitely much better, because zooming was something you had to unlock in Just Cause 3, which was not... I didn't particularly like that. And also, not that I'm adverse to, you know, pushing, you know, the right stick to zoom in. You know, there have been games in the past where that's how it works. This game literally is more akin to a shooter, which is nice. You just hold L2 and you fire with R2, which is perfect. And of course you can just go ahead and hip fire without even aiming, which is cool. And then there's that little kick maneuver, which I always enjoy doing that because it's fun. It's just more fun. All right, so not bad, but not as good as the last game, and I think that might be due to the fact that the resolution has been far downgraded. I'm pretty sure the last game tried or attempted to run at 1080p. I'll have to do some more extra research on that. I completely forgot. But what is this? Seriously, what are these? Oh, here we go. Ooh. Well, if there's one thing I've learned from video games is that if they give you a rocket launcher, you might as well take it. I mean, here's the thing. All right, the lighting's look at that lighting. It's something's weird.
Not having my grappling hook is like missing a limb.
That was weird. It's like a texture loading problem there or something. So more than likely, as always, this actually, he kind of looks like Nathan Drake from behind, with darker hair, of course. I'm trying to see if there's any kind of like other types of motion blur, like per object motion blur. It looks like maybe, but it's ever so subtle. I'd have to like, you know, do a full analysis, but I'm going to let Digital Foundry do that. But it does, we can definitely tell that there's the camera motion blur. So let's dive into the options real quick here. Let's take a look and see. Wow, okay, maybe not. And everything has been turned down to 90% for some reason. But since I want to keep consistency, let's leave that alone. And then, of course, okay, yep, there's the wingsuit. Wingsuit parachute, done. Nice. And they've got all the controls for every vehicle in the game, which is cool, but no video options. That's interesting. But if I was to take my best guess as to what resolution this game is playing out at, with how much aliasing there is that I'm actually able to see, the flickering and whatnot, my best guess would be definitely lower than 900p, if not 900, but even 900p looks better than this. So I'm going to say something lower than that. I don't want to go as far as to say it's 720p, because that would be absolutely ludicrous, but would also make sense for the consistent frame rate that it's actually giving off, as opposed to Just Cause 3, which was extremely unbalanced in performance. So, I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say possibly, you know, the game is playing out at maybe 720p at the lowest, but the HUD is definitely at maybe 1080p.
But I usually have a parachute.
Do you have a cell phone? You have a cell phone. This is a different pace for Just Cause. Having to walk through. Yeah, you see all the flickering in his hair and everything. It's just, definitely much lower resolution than we probably would have expected. There's some texture flickering right there, as you can see. There's really, the shadow resolutions are actually kind of nice. They're definitely not low res shadows for sure. So that's interesting.
We need to get these people guns fast.
All right, aim at the barrel. Oh, okay, here we go. Aim at the gate, obviously. All right, so this time it's just automatically going to pull it in. That's pretty good. I'm good with that.
Can you turn it off?
I think I can use my grappling hook to rip the
Yeah, that's way easier. That is absolutely way easier. Little one grenade will do the job.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more to go. You know where to look.
I mean, I do, yeah. Oh, yeah. They basically made the wingsuit viable. They made parachuting viable. All of it. So that's good. Explosions are definitely subpar compared to the last game. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Ah, dude. All right, what do we got here? We got that. Oh, that must be the secondary fire. Oh, okay. All right, let's switch over to this. Grenade.
2 down, 1 to go.
Yeah, you know.
Here's the last one.
What do we got in here? Oh, more grenades. I will take those, thank you.
Generators are all off.
And the door's just opened. Choppers and troops headed this way, Rico. Better wake this place up or we'll be fighting them off with sticks and stones.
All right.
Heading in.
I love the movement system. It's so good. Normally those explode. What are you guys shooting at? What's going on here? Nope. Get off there, Rico. Come on. It's going to take a lot of shots to take those generators. Oh, there that goes. Whee! Oh, okay. That kind of exploded with like little to... Wow, that thing's still going. Okay, there. Oh. I think it ran out of gas. This exploded without even really kind of like giving off any kind of indication that it did. There you go. There's that. And there's that. Now, the chaos is very similar to the point system in the other games. So, I mean, it's just basically like cause havoc or create, you know, havoc, and you'll basically end up with... Alright, so that's that. But I wonder if... Drafted civilians to counter... There's not too many icons, which is fine. Let's be honest. There are a lot of open world games, Ubisoft, we're looking right at you, where there's just nothing but icons on the map. So it's good that there's not like ridiculous amount right now. The fact that he holds... Ooh, what's this? He holds the freaking light machine gun with one hand. Now that's pretty baller. Not gonna lie, that's a good guy right there. So I guess if you don't create enough chaos in a certain amount of time, or maybe that's just the area. Is that each area, or you just don't create enough chaos in a certain amount of time? It's just gonna be like it'll whimper out as it were. Can I bring this down just with my tethers? Oh yeah, you can. Oh, you can, dude. The fact that this is automatic is amazing. I don't have to do anything. Oh God, I love it. I don't have to do anything to reel those in. They just reel themselves in. Oh no. Okay. So it's however much chaos I create at that one time. There's an air brake? What? I mean, yeah, but when they're firing at nothing. Oh my God, look at the resolution of that thing in the distance. Oh, that looks awful. Look at that. If you zoom in, it gets a little better, but like, holy crap, what did they do? This is kind of why I enjoyed not having a Just Cause game every, couple years or so. I was surprised to find out that Just Cause 3 came out like 3 years ago already. It was a 2015 release, and I completely forgot. This game came out today, December 4th, 3 years later, and I'm gonna say they could have spent more time on it. They could have taken another couple of years. It would have been fine. Oh, ow. Okay. Well, let's try this again, shall we? Oh boy. To be quite honest, though, I would prefer to have a, I'm in your tank, son. Oh, there's another APC that was shooting at me, too. There's that. That probably did not help. Oh, I'm already on fire. Oh my god, I can't believe I escaped that. I should be dead. Are you seriously gonna shoot a rocket at me right now? Okay, melee is only literally one swipe. I'm not quite sure how to feel about that. Alright. Give me some more ammo. The fact that, can't say I enjoy Rico putting his gun away all the time. It'd be nice if he just kept it out while I'm, you know, in combat. Are they just gonna keep swanning here? Is that a thing that's going on right now? Alright, so the aim assist is pretty strong, which, that's okay by me. Makes it a little bit easier to... I mean, this game is... Like I said, last game it was a bit harder to aim. Just Cause 2 kind of had an auto-aim sort of feature where you could just be in their general vicinity and boom, they've... You know, they basically... It basically just shoots them automatically. You don't really have to aim. You could. There was fine aiming, but it wasn't really necessary. I don't seem to be making an impact here, so I'm just going to get the hell out. That'll work just fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. And one more. Come on. Dude. There you go. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, but still, again, very lackluster. Very, very lackluster compared. Hey, how you doing? I need more ammo for my thing. Blow them up. Blow that up. Blow everything up. Oh, not me, please. Not me. Oh, God, not me. And I'm dead. What happened? What was that? What happened? Was everything explodable in there? Did everything become flammable all at once? Holy crap, dude. Was that necessary? Game, come on. That was a bit much, if you ask me. That was far too many things exploding at once, and I'm... Yeah, black hand, black shman. Your face is restricted to dying. Ow. Okay. Alright. Uh-oh. Here we go! Just so the snuff... See what I'm talking about? Everything's exploding! Oh yeah, there were explosive barrels over there. Nope. I got you. Oh, what the hell? Ow. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna end up killing myself, apparently. Even though I have no idea. They must have blown up the... Yeah, they no doubt shot it with a rocket. But seriously? Oh, that's what happened. Okay. APC. Get out of here, dude. I mean, I like exploding things. And, you know... Well, everything that has to go with exploding. But... Boy, that was filled with nothing but explosives. I'm kind of scared now. Alright. I think that's more than enough. I was going to actually record a bunch of footage and then just like cut together a half-hour thing. But I think an hour-long kind of like preview of the game. We'll just talk while this is going on in the background. That's fine. An hour-long preview of the game basically for you guys. And I think, well, a half hour certainly wasn't going to be enough, and an hour is, I think, enough to get an idea as to what the game is going to be like. And, well, the positives. Gameplay-wise, very nice, to be honest. It's a lot better than the previous game, especially on console, where there was considerable input latency. So gunplay feels much better. You don't have to unlock aiming down sights or anything like that, which is good. You got these really cool weapons, dude, especially like this light machine gun where you can deploy a shield and then it becomes a first-person shooter. That's sick. Okay, that is awesome. The grappling hook feels way more responsive, way more easy to deploy, and just quicker in general. So that's good. The fact that the melee is back with the grappling hook is cool. But yeah, so that's good. Animations, very well done. Definitely a lot better animations on the main characters than secondary ones, but overall, animations really nice. And of course, the world, I mean, if you take a look at it, it's, well, classic. All right, that's enough. Classic Just Cause. It's just huge. Let's see, go down south here. I mean, it's enormous. I mean, it's a Just Cause map. However, its size, I'm not entirely sure. If you know what the size of this map is, please let me know in the comments below. But it doesn't. I don't know if it's bigger or smaller than the last game. I would say maybe almost the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. But that would be my guess. I didn't look into that. I came in this blind. I don't know anything about this game except for the fact that there was a third-party studio that was actually involved in its development, which is probably why they were able to get out in 3 years instead of 5. But yeah, moving on to that's a perfect transition into the cons. I think they could have spent a couple more years on this. I'm not gonna lie. The resolution, while improving the frame rate from the previous game, and it's more consistent at 30 FPS, boy, it looks awful. The colors are flat. There's no shading. The resolution it's got to be sub 900p, which is not really great, especially for a system that's supposed to be able to produce 900p or greater. And the fact that they would have to make this many cuts, like I feel like there's shadows and shaders missing. You know, I mean, look at that stuff over there. You know, let's just take a look at this for a second. Let's do it without the freaking thing in my way. I mean, does that not look like flat to you? Just Cause 3 definitely had a lot more detail than this. So the fact that they had to not only lower the resolution to what looks to me like 720p and cut shaders and shadowing kind of says a lot about the last game that they had to cut in order to make this game work well enough. But it just doesn't look as good as the last game, and I'm not sure why they had to make so many cuts to it. But if this is like some sort of bug, I only had to download a 2 gig update, which, by the way, great. Can I just say that right off the bat? Thank God it was only 2 gigs. Otherwise, I wouldn't be recording this now. But yeah, it's only 2 gigs. So I'm kind of wondering, were they able to get all the data on the disk here? Because if not, I'm hoping this is a bug. If this isn't a bug, then we've got a problem. This is not a current gen title. Let's see what else. The voice acting, I mean, you don't really have to. I mean, most people don't play Just Cause for the story. But if this is the experience we're getting on consoles, first of all, I feel sorry for Xbox One S users. You guys are going to get probably just the same experience, probably a worse experience visually. Xbox One X, no doubt, probably goes up to 4K and probably has more graphical options enabled. Another downside to this, no video options. So there's literally no video options to even tweak in the game. But yeah, the voice acting's not great. They changed the main character again. They changed the voice actor for the main character again. So that's kind of getting on my nerves that they keep changing the voice actor. Especially when the last guy did a fine job. Why can't he just keep the job? You know, why do you got to keep changing the guy? I'm not one to really worry too much about the graphics these days. I used to be a graphics whore, and then I just kind of eased off of it and just grew up a little bit and just played my games because they were fun. So no doubt in my mind, I will play the crap out of this game only because it feels better to play. But that's not going to excuse the fact that they probably should have held this back. Okay, no one expected them to get this out in 3 years. No one expected another Just Cause game after the last one in 3 years. That's just, I mean, Just Cause has had this weird cycle of like doing a 5-year rotation here, and now all of a sudden we're on a 3-year rotation. So that says to me they kept the same engine, which is fine. It's a great engine, but they made so many concessions based on the last game's performance that now they went a little too far in the wrong direction. They could have kept 1080p. They just needed to do a little bit more optimization. That's all. You can see some of the shadows popping in. Some of the, maybe even ambient occlusion, if there is any. But some of the shadows are just popping in. Maybe those are objects popping in. I'm not sure. And the motion blur. God, the motion blur is so bad in this game. It's not great. I don't dislike motion blur, but I'm kind of becoming a fan of per object motion blur instead of camera. This is camera motion blur. You can see it. The character doesn't change, but the surrounding area does. Per object motion blur is when, you know, the character moves and they basically gain that effect, that blurry effect on their person and not the camera. And it looks way better. It looks more realistic in that sense. Oh yeah, subpar explosions too. I'm kind of sad about the explosions. I play these games to blow things up, and boy, they're not as good as Just Cause 3. Just Cause 3 had way better looking explosions. So yeah, I'm hoping that maybe they update this game to look a little bit better and maybe raise the resolution a little bit. I don't know if they can do that in a patch, but I guess anything can be done in a patch these days. So anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on this game after an hour's worth of playing it. You know, obviously, an hour's not a lot to go by, but it's enough to know what the game is like and how it plays, at least. And I'm hoping that they maybe pull out some improvements. And you know, I'm hoping that they're not getting into the mindset, oh, we'll patch it later, sort of thing, like everybody else is. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is fine the way it is, or do you think it could use some improvements as well, you know, in the resolution and the graphics department? Does it look fun to you guys? I mean, it certainly is fun to me. I think it's worth playing, but not at a $60 price point. So, you know, wait for a sale to go on and then grab it, maybe half off at least, you know, give them some credit. The animations are good and the gameplay is fun, but this is going to need a lot of work, and they should have held it off maybe another year or so. But, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and definitely check out some of my other reviews / whatever you want to call these. Not really reviews after an hour of play, but hey, what are you going to do? It's the way I want to do things now. Or I want to get back to doing things that way. Live commentary, baby. And don't forget to check out the links in the video description below. We still have some time to raise more money for the charity, so don't be afraid to click that link and give the kids more money because they deserve it. They're kind of just hanging out in a bed in the hospital, and it's not really fair to them, is it? Like this video if you like it with a thumbs up button. Dislike it if you don't. If you also think the game looks like crap. Get subscribed if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Just Cause 4, and I'll see you guys in the next one.